Okay.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. I hope everyone had a good summer. It's hard to believe we're already into August. My husband was laughing at me yesterday because I was like, it's almost time for pumpkin lattes and pumpkin pancakes. And he's like, you're crazy. But I like fall. Fall and Christmas are my favorite time of year. So anyway, to start off with, first today, we actually have Brian Ling with us from BPG Inspections, and he had a little something to share with you guys. Why is this changing? Hold on a sec. I'm trying to make this go away and it's not. Okay. So Brian, are you there? I think
Yep, thank you. And I agree with you. I like the winter as my, we're sick of the heat. I don't know about you. As an inspector, we're dying. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the pumpkin spice and a little cooler weather, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
But what I wanted to say and let everybody know, and I thank Mara and everybody over at Bliss to give me this couple of minutes here, is we're really excited because we are now providing a new service along with our inspection services, which includes, we still do termite. That's free. We always done the termite inspection, pools, spas. But the new ancillary service that we're providing now is called a sewer lateral. Does anybody know what a sewer lateral is? Where we stick the camera down the sewer and we actually do a physical inspection of the home's sewer lines. We've got 2 cameras. We've invested in 2 cameras, and we've got 2 very talented, very smart inspectors that have certified to do sewer laterals. So that's what I wanted to share today, is that we are now doing sewer laterals for new construction, older homes. Hey, Brian, I think this tree in the front of the house might be getting some roots into the sewer. Can you check that out? Yep, we can. So very excited about that as well too. Along with that home inspection, we'll do that full inspection. We'll also do a camera evaluation, and we'll send you the report. What is really cool is that we'll send you a YouTube link that you can actually go on, and it's a private YouTube page, so it's not really shared. So it's yours. And you can go and click it on and watch and hear the little narrative that the inspector did, and watch the video that he did, and look to see what he's got. But again, I just wanted to let everybody know about that. It's very exciting. We're set up. We've been rolling them for a little bit over a month now. This process has been going on for almost 2 years now. So we're finally got this situated. So we're inviting everybody to use that service as well too. And if anybody wants if you've got a client that looks for a little bit more, I can send you electronically. I can send you some links on some videos if they're interested in seeing that too. So Mara, if you don't mind, just if you see anybody needing that, I'll forward you
Heck yeah.
with a link.
That's awesome, Brian.
Yeah, thank you guys.
What's kind of the cost for that, Brian? And then
it's less than $200. It's like $185, $190
okay,
for the full service. And again, that's the full report and everything as well too. So
and kind of what year of house do you really recommend doing that?
Anything more than 20 years old is usually a good idea to do.
Okay.
And again, too, you guys have all walked up to a house and looked at that big, beautiful tree in the front and went, oh man, I don't know. Hey, let's just take that out of the equation. Let's just have the sewer lateral come out and make sure it's not wrapped around the sewer pipes. So.
And it does happen. My house is almost 17 years old. I used to have 2 beautiful mesquites out front that shaded the house, and they are both gone because they were growing. The roots were growing into my sewer pipe, and every week it was backing up into the house. And we finally had to have a camera go down. He's like, oh yeah, it's tree roots. And so, yeah, trees are gone now. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's good to do. Yeah. So thank you very much, everybody. Thanks. I really appreciate your time, guys.
Yeah, we'll have to have you do maybe an inspection class next
Sure.
month. I think I've known you for 20 years, Brian, maybe.
It's been a while.
I mean,
It's
it's
so
been
yeah,
a long time.
been a very long time.
Yeah, and before that, you were an electrical or a general contractor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was a
So-
custom home builder with my father-in-law and worked as an electrician. Yeah.
Yeah, and BPG, you can go online and book your inspections and request what you want and pick the calendar date and the inspector that you want. So, and get the quotes and everything right there. So.
Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody take care. I'm gonna mute myself and then I'll send everybody a link if you want.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Oh, now it's not moving. Okay. All right. So next, I actually just wanted to play this short video. We have a lot of new people. So some people have been on the call and seen the Tima Title information. But just for kind of, we have so many new people, so they can kind of see what Tima Title offers to people who use them. If you guys want to partner up with them as your title company go-to, they're one of our preferred, and they've got, it's like you can buy stock based on the amount of business you do, et cetera. So in this video, I'll kind of explain it a little bit more.
That's like.
That is perfect. Good morning.
Can you guys mute yourselves? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
Hi, my name is Brian Attenbring from Tima Title. Really excited to come to you with a number of tools and technologies, some traditional tools and technologies like print and social media platforms that we can provide to you that make your business more successful. But here's one of the things that we're really looking forward to bring to you. It's a loyalty partner program. It's a JV killer, JV 2.0 as we typically call it. What this program offers you is that you own shares in Tima Title and Escrow. You become an owner of this company. And so all the business that we do outside of our relationship with you, things like FSBOs or wholesale business or refis, all of that revenue that comes in, you're going to participate in a dividend in that. And that's really exciting. That's true partnership. You have an ownership piece in this organization. So if you have an ownership mindset and an ownership mentality, we'd love to talk to you about this program. These JVs are broken. And what we wanted to do is bring something different to you. And we're really excited about this program. So if you have any particular questions about this loyalty partner program or any of the tools that we have, contact one of our reps here at Tima Title. They'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
So Mara actually, in particular, I know has used Tima
Yeah.
on several deals, and I've worked alongside her with those, and they've been super great. So, you know, they are one of our preferred partners. We have multiple preferred partners, but I will say they are great. I've seen firsthand, they're very responsive. They're on top of things. So, and then you get the added perk. So you can always reach out to us, and we're trying to actually put together another class about how it all works for them to kind of spell it out a little bit more since we have so many new people. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick.
Well, and it's listed, Lisa, on, I'll be updating the vendor site on, everything is on the agent info site. So we're always going to reference you guys to go on the agent info site for the vendors. So Tima Title, the contact, I mean, who doesn't want to have shareholding or stocks? And I mean, you don't have to use that title company, but why not have it as an added investment? So, you know, it's an added perk. So it's an option.
Absolutely. Why is it? Now it's not changing. Oh, okay, there we go. So the next thing I kind of wanted to go over with you guys, with so many new agents coming on board and even the old ones, we are seeing a lot of people not following the rules on social media for advertising for the ADRE. So I just kind of wanted to touch base on that. And they are out looking for this. So I posted here the frequent violations that they're finding,
Hello?
the most common ones.
Yes, yes.
Can you guys mute, please?
Okay.
So the biggest one they're seeing, you'll see this on social media when you guys are doing
Yeah,
videos, reels.
Okay.
You'll see that people aren't identifying clearly who the employing broker is because it's got to be in a clear and prominent manner, even in your videos. The social media posts, they're seeing they're failing to advertise the employing broker in a clear and prominent manner. That's a lot of what I'm seeing is on your guys' post, you're not putting the brokerage. And so if they come across that, you could get a violation for that and get in trouble. That's kind of the biggest ones. I mean, branch office signage, that's another one they're finding. We're good there, so we won't spend too much time on that. And then for those that have teams, again, same thing, because you kind of have your team name or whatever, and they're failing to identify the employee broker in a clear and prominent manner. That's basically the biggest violations they're coming across. So to kind of go through the rules, again, on anything you're doing, as far as like your social media, flyers, anything for open houses, you have got to put in a clear and prominent manner. It's a theme here, right? The employing broker's name on there. It has to be there. It cannot be abbreviated. It's got to be the full name. It's got to be very clear to the consumer who the employing broker is. You've got to include it, like I said, on all print, TV, any online social media stuff, email marketing, search engine marketing, any ads, any guides, any magazine ads, anything you're doing that you're advertising a property and that you're a realtor and your services, you've got to have the employing broker on there. And like I said, it's got to be spelled out in its entirety. You can't abbreviate. It's got to be the full name. Otherwise, you'll still get in trouble. And this just kind of goes into it further, you know, again, talking about the flyers, that the employing broker's name has to be located on the flyer. It could be at the top or the bottom, but it must be clearly visible and legible. Any promotional items that you might have, whether it's pins or hats, it's got to be on there, and it must be like on the front page or the front of the object. On your websites, if you build a separate website out, it's got to be visible on the front page of the website and every subsequent page of that website without scrolling down, regardless of the size of the computer. So if somebody's on their phone, they've got to be able to see the broker's name. Social media, like I said, it's got to be on Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, doesn't matter. The name, TikTok, the name of the employing broker must be stated when you're advertising real property. It doesn't matter if it's thumbnails, text messages, tweets. When you're stating the name of the employing broker firm, it needs to be there.
Hey, Lisa, there's a lot of questions in the chat. So does that include promoting an ad for a specific listing on Facebook? Yes.
Yes.
Well, we don't want to show examples, Terry. Stella's asking about licensed and we have, it's not just Stella, we actually have agents that are licensed in multiple states. Do they have to disclose that? Is there a one-click rule?
Well, it depends on what they're advertising and what that state's rules are. So obviously, if you're employed in Arizona, you work for us and you're promoting Arizona stuff, then you've got to put Bliss on there. I can't speak to other states' rules for advertising. I don't know what those are. So it depends on which brokerage you're working for. If you're hung your license with another brokerage in another state, that's their rules for whatever you're advertising there. So that's kind of like, we might have to have a further discussion because I don't know their rules in another state. So I can't really speak to what that state's rules are, because you're going to need to abide by that state's rules for your advertising in that state. Does that make sense?
Right, so if it's social media, and you're gonna be posting all kind different stuff, maybe in the corner, you could put both your licenses just to be covered, you know?
Yeah, you might need to if you're kind
Uh-huh.
of promoting both in both
Uh-huh.
states type thing. That's, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're on social media and you're promoting open houses and you're talking about real estate, you have to have your logo, the brokerage logo, and the MLS Realtor HUD logos, like those have to be somewhere in there, small. It doesn't have to be massive, obviously, because you don't want to promote that. You want to promote yourself, right? But you have to disclose that you're with the brokerage. Those are just the rules, and they're gonna be cracking down. They're gonna be monitoring it.
They
So
already are, so.
yeah, they're red flagging. They're gonna be reaching out. So that's why we're just bringing this up. It'll probably be a constant discussion. So as you make marketing for Facebook, as you make marketing on Instagram, even your YouTube channels, LinkedIn, you know, and I'm not 100% good at it. If you're not sure, ask a coach, ask Lisa, your broker. You can ask me, just send it over and say, hey, do I have everything on there? As long as it's somewhere in the corner or down in there, you
Mhm.
know, throw it on and call it a day, you know? It just got to be in there. So,
And to take it one step further too, you know, there's no blind ad. So like when you're advertising a property and implying, you know, that it's for sale or lease, but you don't include the broker or agent's name, that's considered a blind ad and they're prohibited. So that just kind of again goes back to, you've got to have the broker's name. You got to have your name. You can't just say, hey, look at this property and not have any information. That's considered a blind ad because you're not telling them, you know, who owns the listing, etc. If it's an owner agent, like, as you know, disclosure is required. It has to be in the contract that they understand that you're a licensed owner agent of that property. It's got to be on the sign in the yard. It also has to be on any advertising, just so you guys are aware. So if you've done flyers for the property, if you're the owner agent, it's got to be on there. Any advertisement, you've got to disclose your owner agent as well if you're owner agent on that deal. You know, and obviously just make sure that anything you're saying is accurate with correct, accurate representations and statements, etc. You don't want to get in trouble for creating any misleading impressions of anything. And then again, if you're advertising another licensee's listing that might be a different broker, you have to put that actual broker. So let's say, I don't know, you're advertising a property that actually is listed with a Keller Williams agent. Like, you have to have their information on that listing as well as your own. So you have to give credit to who's the listing is. You can't just pick a random property in MLS and advertise it and not give credit to who the listing broker is on that property.
yeah, the sync links, if you're posting from the sync link, sync has very small verbiage of who that brokerage is and that listing agent, so you're protected. So I always tell the agents, use the sync links, which I love, and then if someone clicks on it, it's going back into your sync database anyways, it's lead capturing. So, and if you're doing real estate marketing on social media, I mean, never talk about the price, because if the price changes, now you have to go back onto social media and you have to update all that info. Technically, you're supposed to, so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just wanted to bring it up. Lots of new people and they're cracking down on it. And I know it's hard when you're making videos. It's like, you just don't think about it. It's just not one of those things where like, oh, I need to slap my logo in this video. Just isn't something that comes to mind typically. So just wanted to bring it up with you guys. Was there any more questions? All I can see is my screen, so. I can't see, I don't see the chat box. Here.
So Courtney just chatted, yeah, it, with the page says no access without giving the name and phone number. Yeah, we want that. We want them to provide their name and phone number. And they'll click it because it says they can register through their Facebook, and they'll click it because they want the property info and they want that access. So that's set up so that you lead capture. We want the lead capture. You want the lead capture. It's the whole point of it. They're filling it out because that's how we get the leads through sync anyways. So they fill out that info. And doing open houses with other brokerages, because let me tell you, other agents don't want to sit open houses. You have to have a sign out. I don't know if Lisa talked about it, disclosing that you don't represent that seller or that brokerage. So get with Lisa, get with me, get with your coach, if you need help. So yeah, fun times, but just making sure you don't get hit with any, violation, any fees. I think they started a couple $100 or something. So.
Yeah. This is pretty insignificant, but I wanted to bring it up. They're making a change in the MLS to make it more clear what disclosures you're providing in the documents section. So will the lead-based paint be in there? Will the HOA addendum be in there? And for the new people, our role at Bliss is if you've got an HOA on your property you've listed or it is lead-based paint, those documents need to be in the documents tab for the buyer agent because it's part of the contract. So when they go and want to write an offer and then they don't have the information they need from you on the fees, et cetera, and be able to do a correct offer and they're chasing you for an HOA document or a lead-based paint, that's not the way it's supposed to work. It needs to be in there. And I do check the MLS from time to time to see if you guys are actually loading that stuff in your documents tabs. So that's just our office policy. It's not their policy. They're making it more clear whether those documents will be in there for people, but our policy is they need to be there. It makes it much simpler, makes you look better as an agent that you've provided everything up front to the buyer agent so that they're easily can send you an offer with all the correct information and no one's chasing anyone for information. So they're kind of adding some other fields, especially on the HOA for clarity. It'll be a little bit more spelled out what all the fees are within the MLS, like the assessment fees, the prepaid, the disclosure. Because I think that if I remember correctly, is it just like it's got like transfer fees in there now and like one, but it doesn't actually have spots for everything. So they're kind of trying to make it more transparent in the MLS listing. And we've touched on the buyer broker agreement before, but I just wanted to go over it again real quick. I see, well, first off, I'm just going to tell you personally, Mara and I do not like this form. And this is not a required form. You do not have to use this form. If you do use it, you have to turn it in. It does have to be reviewed by the broker. It has to be part of the file, but you do not have to use it. What I see, the main thing is what I see, and I just want to explain, like people have buyers sign it, and then in the compensation line, nobody puts anything in there. So basically, more or less, this form isn't worth anything because you just had them sign something, didn't put an amount in there, so there is no commission to get. If for some reason they were to go and work with another broker after they sign this agreement with you. If there's no amount in there, there's nothing to go after them for. But that being said, honestly, you're not ever going to see that money anyways. Even if you put a form of an amount in there and then they go and they break your buyer broker agreement, it's really not worth your time, money, or energy to chase them to get paid because you're going to have to take them to court and pursue them to enforce the document. And your time and money is better spent just moving on to the next buyer and keep making money But I feel like there was some misconception that this form is required, and it's not. We don't have to use this form. You are not required to use it. So feel free to,
Yeah.
call me and ask any questions that you have about it or whatever. But I know we've talked about it before, so I don't want to harp too long on it with
Yeah.
people that have heard it before, but I wanted to kind of go over that with the new people.
Our biggest thing is, look, when you're at Bliss, whether you're in the right and the wrong, we will always back our agents. So if there's an issue and we have to get an attorney involved, we support our agents always. So I don't want that to ever be felt like we don't support you guys. But if you're gonna go after a client for commission and you're gonna go to court, and the department or a judge, they're always gonna side with the client, always. Because a client can say, you guys did not explain this form to me. I did not understand this. You did not tell me I was gonna have to pay you this commission item. I owe you this commission. I don't have this money. The minute they start saying, I did not fully understand this form, and then a judge, or if you're up in front of a panel, they start asking, well, did you fully understand and fully explain this document to your client? Can you prove that you explained it? It's not going to go anywhere. So that's what we're trying to say, is that you're going to have to hire an attorney and go to court and prove and show proof that you explained this document fully to a client. And actually, if you explained it fully to a client, most buyers won't sign this, because most buyers aren't going to, and why would they pay you a commission when there's 80,000 other realtors out there that they can work with and not pay a commission to? So, that's what we're trying to explain to you. It's not worth losing a client over, or if you're forcing a client to sign this, it's not worth it. You have an agency form, and represent your client and be there and work hard with them. So that, if you have questions, you can reach out to me or Lisa. Terry's asking, is there a document to have your client that states that they fully understand? No.
This is the document.
Yeah, this is it. And I mean,
And
I
that's
guess you
why-
could record your conversation, but again, a client can say, I didn't fully understand, or
Yeah.
still,
They-
again,
they can lie. And it's just incredibly hard to enforce this document, is what it really boils down to. And if you're doing a good job with your clients and taking care of them, you shouldn't need it. So, and most people, if they're going to bail on you, they're going to bail on you regardless of whether they sign this or not, and just say, oh, I didn't understand. So we just see that a lot. So just wanted you guys to know you don't have to use it. It's not required if you don't want to use it. So. Let's see. I wanted to go over some updates. Mara had sent out a video to you guys with some information on our switch over to Suite Assist. Training for you guys is next Tuesday, the 16th at 11.
yay!
Suite Assist is awesome. So if you haven't watched the video that Mara had sent out, or you somehow missed it, didn't understand. So basically, we're trying to bring everything into one place for you guys. Suite Assist basically allows us to get rid of SharePoint and SkySlope and Broker Sumo and bring it all to one spot. So you're going to sign into Suite Assist, and that's going to be your one-stop shop. Everything is there. So it takes the place of SharePoint, because we were having problems with that working for some people. It's just been hard to utilize. As far as onboarding new agents, Broker Sumo has been difficult. It has been malfunctioning more than it's worked correctly for us. And I know that you don't always see that as far as if you're already on board in that. So Suite Assist does the onboarding. It takes the place of SkySlope. Mara and I just kind of had our training on it. And just so you know, it's very similar to SkySlope. So feel overwhelmed or like, oh my goodness, I can't do this, because it's actually works fairly similarly. Like I felt it was very much the same as SkySlope. I don't know what you thought, Mara. Is she muted? She's got nothing.
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm super excited. I've been updating the coaches, and I know that it's overwhelming, and believe me, as much as like we just went through the PhotoFi, I fight change, you guys. So change, I'm like, man, why can't we just keep it the same? We got the routine, we got everything down. But it is exhausting to have like 10 different softwares to log into. And it's just nice to have one thing to just be in. And that's what we've been looking for. And we were trying to do it with SharePoint, and it's just too robust, and not even I am not understanding SharePoint. So Suite Assist, you'll be able to see your accounting stuff in there, just like Broker Sumo. I mean, the coaches are able to work out of it with their coaching clients. The agents onboarding, we're able to build onboarding and welcoming for the new agents right in Suite Assist, and all the videos and the contracts and the everything that we're doing, we can give access and build all the files in Suite Assist and just keep it growing, and have links to the agent info site, links to sync, links to the locker room. And so it's just all going to be there, so you guys don't have to leave as much. And it should be easier to use. And the nice thing, if we don't like something, we have one tech support guy and they'll fix it. And in talking with the other brokerages, I mean, it's cool. And the other awesome thing is they do the ACH. So that's going to be, once we start getting a feel for it, we'll be transitioning over. Instead of emailing out the commission checks, we can do ACH. So they're moving all our files from SkySlope into Suite Assist. And I mean, it was really neat. Like, you're in your files and you can set up your calendar and your alerts to when the appraisal's coming in on your inspection timelines. So you don't have to do it on your phone. Like, everything's in there. I was like, that's really neat. So it's just a really neat software. It's cool. I don't know how else to explain it. And it'll take a little bit of time. It's kind of like your assistant in there. We're going to be able to have the transaction coordinators in there, the coaches in there. I mean, it's really cool. So I hope you guys are excited. And obviously, just like learning everything else, it's going to take a little bit of time. So just be patient. But we can do probably multiple trainings if we need it. But I know I need it. I was already asking them help on how to set up certain things and do certain things. So, you know, that's just me, but I am excited. So.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And I will tell you, just like Mara said, I hate change. And when she wanted to switch the software, I admit I was like pushing back until we found this one. Her and I watched several different demos on different things. And I'm like, nope. And then we saw this one and I was like, okay, I'm on board. This one does it. This one does what we're looking for. It should make everything easier for everyone, and it'll be worth the pain of switching everything over. So yeah, I hope you guys really like it. I think it's super easy to use. It's going to be your one-stop shop. No more signing in different places and trying to remember all these different logins and where do I go. And so, and with that being said, so the plan is SkySlope will be gone as of August 22nd. There will no longer be access to it. If you have any new transactions, they need to go in SkySlope. As far as existing transactions, bear with us, because what will be happening is Sweet Assist will be doing a last sweep of SkySlope and transitioning all the documents over starting August 22nd. So they will do a last sweep of putting all your documents and transactions in there. So they're already doing that, but they've got to do, like, as you know, you upload docs as they come in, things change when stuff's in process. So they've got to do a last sweep and move everything over. So don't panic if your stuff isn't in Sweet Assist after the 22nd and you're like, what happened to my documents? Just know they're coming. So we'll be working on that, and they should have it done by September 1st at the absolute latest, that have everything over into your Sweet Assist. So hopefully it will be mostly smooth, but as you know, there's always a hiccup here or there, but don't panic. We'll have your documents. We're holding on to SkySlope for storage for another month, just in case there's hiccups. We, Mara and I, Sweet Assist, will be able to access anything that somehow didn't make it over and get it into Sweet Assist. So don't panic. It will get transitioned over. So hopefully that makes sense. But your access will be over as of the 22nd to SkySlope, and it'll be straight Sweet Assist from there on out. And as you know, we had the PhotoFi training this morning. Sorry about the link. I'm not sure why they changed it last minute.
She told me that Remax was also doing a training, and I guess Zoom doesn't allow 2 trainings on Zoom links at the same time. So I was like, wait, what happened? So anyway, yeah. Remax, Berkshire and Hathaway are big users of this. So I was super excited. Courtney actually notified us that NAR partnered with PhotoFi. So we had been talking with the coaches about leaving Porchlight, because I can see when everyone logs in, they check out the software and then no one uses it. So, you know, we monitor the agents because we pay for this. So we pay for the locker room, we pay for the sink, we pay for everything. So obviously we want to pay for stuff that you guys are using, because hopefully it's, you know, benefiting your company and your business. So PhotoFi looked really cool.
Yeah. Have we officially switched, or do we still have Porchlight? I wasn't sure. Mars been
No.
spearheading this one.
Yeah, we're officially switched. So
Okay.
I'll be sending out the link, and then I'm waiting for her to send me the recording, and then I'll send it all out in one thing.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. Well, we have a lot of awesome classes coming up in the next month. So I just kind of wanted to go through those real quick. On the 16th, we've got Courtney, our coach Courtney, will be teaching financing your real estate investments. Her background is in like fix and flips and real estate investing. If you missed her first class, she did. It is recorded, and we're switching everything over. So we'll get it into Sweet Assist, but it was really good and informative. So that's coming up on the 16th at 2, and it'll be via Zoom. We are also going to do another cold calling your leads. We're going to have it on Zoom and at the Gilbert office, so that if you are in Tucson or further away, but still want to participate and be part of the energy, you can get on Zoom and join us, or you can go in person to the Gilbert office. So that'll be the 17th, starting at 3. We also have an appraisal class coming up with Jay Joseph on the 18th via Zoom. He's actually done one for us before. Oh, my mail lady's gonna ring the doorbell, I think. Hopefully not. Good, she just left it there. Sorry, I thought the dogs were about to go crazy. So we have an appraisal class that's at 10 on the 18th via Zoom. Jay Joseph's is great. He does a good class, lots of great information, especially with the market kind of changing and different things. I think it'll be really informative. We had a lot of people ask us to do a list reports class with Sarah. So that will be the 22nd at 10 a.m. on Zoom. So that's coming up. And then we've got a credit education class coming up August 24th to help you with your buyers if they need a little help getting their credit where it needs to be able to actually buy and move forward. So you can be a little more knowledgeable about what can be done and how to help them get help for that. So you can get them under contract. And then the last in the series with Courtney will be September 1st, creative real estate investing. So that's also Zoom. And then we have pop buys in September with Stephanie. That will be via Zoom and in person at the Gilbert office in Conference 1. Pop buys are really fun, and Stephanie does a really great job with this. If you get a chance to talk to Stephanie, this is one of the ways she's really built her business up, is by doing pop buys and being consistent. So I'm looking forward to this. It's always a fun one. Next office meeting will be September 8th at 11. They're always second Tuesday of the month at 11 via Zoom, unless we tell you otherwise. And then for the fun part, recognition for August. So I know, I always need like a drum roll. I need to get a drum roll thing on my phone. So for August, for this month, the President's Award goes to Lisa Rivera. Woo! So the President's Award is someone who is active in their community, active within the Bliss community, helping each other, going above and beyond, and working their business. And she's been great. I know personally, she helped me on a transaction because it was way south, and she was great. My clients loved her, and I appreciated her so much. And I know that she's really been working her business, and I know that, I apologize, I wanted to just make sure I got this right. I know that she's been consistent. She used to work for a school as well, and she's been doing her monthly pop buys and community events, classes, etc. And I know Stacy was telling us all the things she's been doing. I can't even remember them all. I'm like totally having a brain fart right now. But anyways.
Stacy can chime in too if she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah, Lisa's killing it with the open houses, the social media, the networking. She's just everywhere. So congratulations. Well done. Good job. Keep it up. You're doing awesome.
Yay! And so then that leads me to our next award, which is the Agent of the Month. And that one's someone who's also out there killing it and producing and really stepping up their game. And this month, that award goes to Anitra. Woo! Anitra has been working her business hard. I have talked to her. I know that, it's hard when you're starting out, you guys. It takes months. And I know even at one point, she's maybe a little discouraged. Augie's very excited for her too, my dog. But she's got her first deal just closed. She's got another one in escrow. She stepped out of her comfort zone. She actually got her client from a TikTok that she did. The one client, I think it's the one that just closed. But anyway, she got the client from a TikTok. Like I said, she's like killing it. And now all of a sudden her business is flying because she stayed consistent and has been working it even when she felt discouraged. And now it's finally all coming together for her. So we're just really proud of her, and she's killing it. So, and then last but not least, our business partner of the month goes to Dakota with American Pacific Mortgage. He's done a class for us.
Yay!
Yeah, yay! For those that don't know him, he did do a class for us. He knows a lot about mobile home lending. He was a huge help to Valea on a deal she had that was an absolute nightmare. And he was just so helpful with information. In fact, that whole deal actually fell apart, and now it's back under contract with a different buyer, and Dakota's the lender on it. And it's been going really smooth, and everything's going as it should. So, and he's just always willing to jump in and help Bliss answer our questions. He's very supportive. So if you haven't met Dakota, he's great. I would suggest reaching out to him, give him a whirl. He's a good lender, good guy. So, and that is it. That's all I have. Mara, do you have anything else to add before we let everyone go?
I'm gonna send a survey out, just so that asking about maybe some potential get-togethers and, holiday parties. So get ready.
Nice. Oh, and Stacy said Dakota will be there for the power hour, calling your leads on the 17th. I was trying, there's like 41 messages I just saw in the chat, but most of it's everyone being awesome. That's so awesome. It's all you guys congratulating each other. Okay, that's really cool. And yes, we're excited because believe it or not, like I said about fall, like we're there. So we need to start thinking about Christmas party and get together. So we'll be looking for your input. Like Mara said, she's gonna put together a survey and see what maybe the majority wants to do and see what we can do. So that's it. That's all I have. So have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
great day.
See you guys later. Oh, here, let's stop recording.